Hello all. In this PT tip, one of two parts, I'm going to discuss neuroplastic healing principles that are good for both concussions and persistent post-concussive symptoms, also known as PCS. If you apply these guidelines consistently and for an extended period of time, you will heal not only faster, but much more fully too. By presenting these, I hope to encourage you to do the hard work and to put up with the repetitive, and let's face it, often boring exercises you really need to do. These principles come from two sources: science's growing understanding of how neuroplasticity actually works, and my 25 plus years of physiotherapy practice working with concussions, vestibular, orthopedic, and chronic pain patients. Today I'm going to give you 10 principles. So on to number 1. Repeat, repeat, and repeat. Oh, did I say repeat? When things happen at approximately the same time within the brain, they strengthen each other. Therefore, when it comes to recovery, repetition is absolutely king or queen. Second, for any given day's activity or exercises, more is not better. While frequent repetition is needed, it's repetition over the longer haul that matters. You continuously need to find the right balance between activity or exercise and rest. Third, start with the simple and work your way up. When rehabbing the brain, it's best to start with lower grade, easier skills first. Work on these and build from there. Fourth, recovery is unfortunately known to be fragile. Patients have their good moments and the bad ones, their good days and not so good ones. When concussed patients have poor sleep, are ill, are overtired from too much activity, or stressed, they tend to have a bad day. So pacing and planning is important to maximize your recovery throughout. Fifth, when relearning a skill, initially do so in a less stimulating environment. You will learn faster and make fewer errors if you work in a quiet, not overly bright space. In addition, initially try not to listen to music or engage in multitasking. Sixth, don't keep doing the same old. Two neurotransmitters, acetylcholine and noradrenaline, are released when you do something new. These help to drive strongly neuroplastic change. So don't just keep repeating the same activity or exercise level that you are comfortable with and therefore have mastered. Keep on moving onwards and upwards in difficulty. Seventh, when you succeed, congratulate yourself and don't pay too much attention when you don't. Dopamine, another neurotransmitter, is released when you succeed at a task. It induces pleasure and very strongly drives neuroplasticity. So celebrate when you have accomplished something you couldn't do before. Eighth, you need both success and failure. If an exercise or an activity, for example, balancing, is so hard that you always end up quickly tipping over, your system will learn very little and you may flare yourself up. Likewise, if the task is a veritable breeze, your system will learn very little. You need to continuously adjust both your activities and your exercises so that you are mostly successful, but occasionally not so much. Ninth, your brain learning the same message from different sensory sources works well. this is a bit more complex to explain, so I'm going to use an example to illustrate it. I commonly give my dizzy patients two kinds of exercises to be done in quick succession. One that uses predominantly the visual system, the second which uses the vestibular system. Why give them both at the same time? Each exercise says the same thing but in a different way, thereby strongly reinforcing the message to the brain. And finally, 10th, both cardio and brain training exercises help cognitive recovery and reduce fatigue. Graded aerobic training, CPT tip 9, really improves cognition and reduces fatigue. This by releasing beneficial growth hormones called neurotrophins. This is thought to help your brain both to heal and to improve memory in the hippocampus region. Also, research is now emerging that properly targeted cognitive exercises can also be helpful in recovery. So, why not do both of these types of exercises? Next time I will cover 6 more neuroplastic principles. These are particularly important for persistent post-concussive symptoms, or PCS. Keep on healing. March 13th, 2025, revised November 12th, 2025.